You're looking live at Lincoln High School in Wisconsin Rapids for Tuesday night high school soccer. Thank you for joining us on Zaleski Sports. My name's Chris Conley, and in just a few moments, the number 1 and number 2 teams in the Wisconsin Valley Conference will be underway. It's DC Everest against the Lincoln High School Red Raiders. And these really are the two teams that have separated themselves from everybody else in the league. In fact, they've been so good this year that their resumes are really easy to talk about. Rapids had a draw in their opening game of the season. They tied against De Pere. That's how their year began. Then they won everything until they ran into DC Everest, who put a 2-1 loss on them. The Evergreens lost their season opener against a very good Eau Claire Memorial team, a team that they could be on track again to meet in the state tournament. Everest, since that opening loss, has won 15 in a row, including the earlier 2-1 win over tonight's opponent. The Evergreens 15-1-0. Wisconsin Rapids at 16-1-1. And the teams coming out onto the pitch now, the Evergreens will wear their road white pitch with the green numerals in their kits. Wisconsin Rapids black with red trim and red numerals. Introduce you to the keepers. Jacob Lorge, a senior, team captain for the Evergreens, and again, he's got a win over these Red Raiders in his pocket. Dalton Peterson, statistically, is the best keeper in the conference. What's goals against average for Rapids? 0.53, which means if you're planning on beating the Red Raiders, you've got to plan on either shutting them out, winning a 1-0 game, or winning it 2-1. Rapids simply does not allow a lot of goals.
Good evening, high school sports fans, and welcome to Southwood County Stadium.
Pick up some of the sounds from the field as the starters are going to be introduced here.
Tonight's soccer matchup features the Evergreens from DC Everest.
High school soccer, when you put the number 1 and number 2 teams together, attracts a big crowd. Bleachers are pretty full tonight. The Wisconsin Rapids band here, too. The student musicians will be giving us the Star Spangled Banner in just a moment.
Good sportsmanship at all athletic events. Good sportsmanship is the responsibility of everyone in attendance at tonight's contest. Lincoln High School, DC Everest High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. Your cooperation in supporting these participants and officials in a positive
Sportsmanship announcement being given to the crowd right now.
And now,
If you don't like a call, don't yell at the officials. Meet them in the parking lot. No, don't do that either.
number 1 in goal, Jacob Lorge.
There's Jacob Lorge being introduced to the crowd now.
In true
Jacob will wear the tennis ball yellow. Over on the other end, you'll see Dalton Peterson in just a moment in the neon green.
number 7,
Who are some of the players to watch today? Raul Rosales wears number 7 for the Evergreens. He's the fastest player. The Evergreens use him as a striker, try to get the ball to him as often as possible. But the Evergreens have gotten a lot of goal production from a lot of different players. Ben Weidman is only a junior for the Red Raiders, and he figures in many of their scoring chances too.
Lucas Rickard. Now, your Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. Number 4.
As the starters are introduced here, let me give you a quick recap of what happened when these two teams met for the first time. That was over at the Everest Soccer Complex. We played 0-0 soccer till late in the first half when Rapids scored a goal. They went to halftime up 1-0. Rapids played very conservatively in the second half, tried to pack a lot of their players back, tried to make that 1-0 lead stand up all the way. And again, why not? When you've got the best keeper, there's nothing wrong with that way of thinking. But Rapids gave up 2 goals in the second half, and I thought had a hard time getting their attack restarted. You know, sometimes momentum is like that. When you have it and you take your foot off the gas, it's just not a given that all of that starts up again. And the Evergreens came away with a 2-1 win. Again, it's the only loss that Rapids has had handed to them all season. The Evergreens have not lost since their opening match. The crowd here at Lincoln High School comes to their feet for the Star Spangled Banner.
Great nation, home and abroad, with the playing of our national anthem.
Wisconsin.
Get tonight's match underway after this quick break. This is on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Nice to have the band here tonight. Keep things going. Give you our field and weather conditions before the opening whistle sounds. It was windy today. We had gusts 20 to 25 miles per hour. I thought for a while during pre-match warm-ups that the wind would die down a little bit. It really hasn't. The wind will be blowing towards the Everest goal when they possess the ball here in the first half. And then Wisconsin Rapids will play with the wind for the second half tonight. We got into the 70s today. Not bad for the, second full week of October? I mean, normally this time of the soccer season, it could be cold when you have a nighttime match. That's not the case today. So I got out of my car. It was 61, and we're going to stay in the 60s and 50s tonight. No 40s and 30s, and the players will appreciate that. It is a comfortable evening, and take away the wind, and the weather is ideal for late-season soccer. Tell you in just a moment before we get underway kind of what's at stake here, because this will determine who finishes atop of the table. Rapids will earn a share as the whistle sounds and plays in. Rapids will earn a share of the Wisconsin Valley Conference title with a win tonight. That means the two teams will have beaten each other in their two regular season meetings and will finish in a tie atop the standings. The Evergreens win outright with a victory tonight, or a tie would still give the Evergreens the outright championship. So the Evergreens kind of hold that advantage should we play to a draw this evening from the earlier 2-1 win over at the Everest complex. I'll tell you, too, when these teams met before, I thought possession was about 50-50, although there were times when each team had clear momentum. In fact, the Evergreens, the earlier part of the second half, after they came out after the halftime break, Evergreens dominated possession even though it took them a while to get the equalizer. And in that match, the goal that put them up 2-1 came just a few minutes later, a short time afterwards. We play on synthetic turf here at Rapids. In fact, this is an ideal situation. Ball's in the center, bouncing a high hop. You see? Tell me that the synth doesn't come into play right there. There's the kind of ball and there's the kind of bounce that you would never see if we are playing on real grass. And here we are on artificial turf, and a tricky moment leads to a corner kick for the Evergreens from the near side. Evergreens play this as a line drive towards the far post. It's over the head of Rosales, who they were trying to set up, and goes over the touchline. Yeah, let's see. There are 3 teams in the Wisconsin Valley Conference who play their soccer on synthetic fields. The Merrill Blue Jays, who are kind of hard to judge because they've struggled so much. I don't think what they play on makes much of a difference. Sand, concrete, grass, what have you. Merrill has struggled to put together a competitive team against the bigger schools in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Marshfield now plays all of their games at their new field. That Marshfield synthetic turf, the ball kind of skids on, almost like you're playing on a carpet. This synthetic turf is just of different design. You can't see it through our Zaleski cameras, but we have individual blades of plastic grass here. And this plays more like a true field for soccer. Of course, I think all of the considerations really are how the other type of football is played on these fields. Evergreens have the ball in. This is Lennon True. True is bodied up. Evergreens with a quick start. Colin Abil will try this. He's going to be able to loft into the big box from this spot. Put some air under it. Traffic in front of the net. Scooped up on the far side post. A save for Dalton Peterson. tell me in a competitive game like this, 2-1 when they met before, that there is not huge pressure on both the keepers. I mean, if someone beats you on a true shot, well, then that's fine. You tip your cap. But, boy, you don't want to find yourself trailing on a mistake, decision where you came off your line too soon or should have stayed back and instead played up. And those are all split-second decisions. Both of our keepers are seniors, so maximum experience on both sides. Ball to the center for Rapids. Pass a little bit too long. The Evergreens take it away. Here in the opening 3 minutes, Evergreens have dominated possession. Everest also, their last 2 practices, drove up and played on turf in Merrill. Got permission from their opponents to practice there. A little more preparation for today's game. Rapids pushes forward their first attacking chance and taken away by Cal Weniger. Again, if you're not familiar with our soccer broadcast here on Zaleski, I'm normally the voice of DC Everest, so lots of Everest fans. In fact, this game's on by request. Lots of messages from parents and Everest alumni. Put this soccer game on, and we're glad to oblige. But we know there are a lot of people in Wisconsin Rapids who are watching in too, so welcome. We're glad to have you as part of our Zaleski Sports viewership tonight. Again, this is the high end of large school, high school soccer. Large, long ball ahead. Jacob Lorge off his line, handles that on one hop. High school soccer tonight is brought to you by Fleet Farm. Sign up for Fleet Rewards. Get exclusive offers and deals. Earn points and save. 500 points equals a $5 reward. It's easy to sign up. Start earning points today. Get everything you need in one stop. Fleet Farm. Evergreens try and play this towards the center. Rapids comes up, clears it out. Ball is up. Evergreens still possessed but further back. Play it back to their keeper. And if you are unfamiliar with high school soccer, we play 80-minute matches, 2 40-minute halves. Count the time up. We're in minute number 5. As you see in the score box on the lower part of your Zaleski screen. Evergreens again play this back. I mean, so far, Rapids has had one look at the net. Evergreens have had a corner and a couple of opportunities down at the other end. This is like heavyweight prize fighters right now that are just kind of feeling each other out in the early going. Evergreens 4-on-3 if they push. Out to the side. Rapids scrambling to get another defender back. That was Rosales, and he got tangled up with one of the Rapids defenders, and Rapids won the ball. It's a big defensive play because Rosales is the one that you fear is a scoring threat. So Rapids had him in single coverage and marked him up, and Rapids won that ball. Counter-attacking chance here. Everest has 4 players back. Rapids trying to create from the wing. 2 defenders there for the Evergreens tried to center, and that was a bad pass. Taken away and out of danger. The first time these teams met, particularly in the first half, Rapids was the better passing team. Rapids was able to play small, string together 2 or 3 chances, methodically move the ball down the pitch. The Evergreens in the early going here seem to be the crisper passing team. Rapids pushes this one a little too far out in front, and the Evergreens play this back to Lorge, their keeper. Sends it out now along the side. This is Weniger. Weniger's probably the Evergreens' best defenseman. Sure on the back end. And again, one of the strengths of both of these teams, they simply don't allow a lot of goals. And, you know, what does championship soccer look like? Well, I know the striker and the wings, they get all the glory. You got that. But the good teams are always good from the midfield back. And that's a strength for both of these clubs. Foul here is against Rapids. Evergreens, a lot of air under this lofting. It's a little bit long. It's in traffic, and it's now off to the side. Evergreens able to put one into the big box from there and still possess from a little further out. And the Evergreens will play this back, all the way back to their keeper. I don't know. Are the Evergreens a little bit too conservative here in the early going? Been willing to play the ball back a lot to try and set things up. But that all presupposes that you're not making any mistakes. No one here on this long rolling ball that's handled by Dalton Peterson. Soccer Tonight brought to you by Key Savings Bank. Say hello to all of our sponsors as you are around town. It's their support of our coverage that makes these games possible. Key Savings Bank says unlock the best home, auto, commercial, and personal loans in the Rapids area at Key Savings Bank. No matter what you're financing, Key Savings Bank has the personal touch to put you at ease. Dream big with small rates at Key Savings Bank. Can Rapids create something from the wing? Turned around, headed out of the box. Tyler Gortz for the Evergreens. Yeah, there's that solid back end for the Evergreens. Rapids advances the ball, it seems like only once, till the Evergreens take it away. Again, that's Rosales in the center. Let's see if he can create here. Got to work through some traffic, plays it off to the wing, Lucas Reichert. Back in the center. Tried to turn and wheel on that, just not enough separation. Goes out of play. Neither team has substituted yet, 9 minutes in. You know it's big soccer. We have a long list of sponsors today. Everyone wants to get in on the big game. Tried to get that ahead for Rosales, too long. Rapids takes it back. Counter-attacking chance for the Red Raiders. That's a long ball that's going to skip on the turf back to the keeper, Lorge, who gathers it in. Jacob will play this small. Again, what wind there is, the Evergreens play with the wind in the first half. Rapids player wins that ball, puts it ahead, disrupted. Rapids again. Opportunity here with some separation, rolled through, too long. We're looking for Aiden Dunn, that's the Rapids senior. Dunn couldn't catch up with it, and nothing comes of that chance. This is my first time down at the Rapids Athletic Complex this fall. And the upgrade of all the athletic facilities here at Lincoln High School is notable. We've got the brand new baseball complex just beyond the visitor stands. This is one of the best football and soccer pitches in the league. Softball facilities too. Yeah, my first trip here since the work was done. In fact, they were still putting in the landscaping on the baseball fields when we did a game here last spring on the radio. Let's see if the Evergreens can get this centered. This is Reichert from the wing and loses that challenge. Rapids takes it away. Along the near touchline, kept in play. Chipped forward, waiting for it to come into his box, and then kicked away by Lorge. The Rapids baseball team very happy to have their own on-campus facility instead of having to travel down to Winter Field for their baseball games. To the side, strong opportunity, shot just not well struck and wide of the near side post. Gonna wish that he had that chance back because there was just a little bit of separation between that player on the wing and the Everest defender. Could have wheeled back and hit that ball with more authority. Should I share with you the now infamous Winterfield baseball story? Sure, we should. Years ago, the Everest baseball team would open up their season against Wisconsin Rapids. So, it was the first time that the field and the first time that the press box was being used. Kind of had that musty smell. High cross, up goes Lorge for the save. In the last couple of minutes of play, Jacob's been the more active of the two keepers, and he's been up to the task. So we open up the press box at the baseball field at Witter Field, and it's the first time that anyone's been in there in months. It's got that mildewy, early spring smell to it. And we turn on the lights for the first time. And by the end of the game, as the fluorescent lights begin to heat up, it is waking up all of the bugs and mosquitoes that have camped out the entire winter in the lights. By the end of the baseball game, there is a swarm of mosquitoes and gnats circling around my head. I mean, it's not anyone's fault. What can you do about it? It's the first time the field's been used. And as the game comes to an end, I say, you guys have been great hosts. Thanks for having us. But the press box really should be fumigated between seasons. Well, the next year, it's a season later, and we are also opening at Witter Field, and it's the first time that the press box has been opened. And it's got the smell of chemicals in it, like it really has been fumigated. So we open up the big roll-top garage type thing, centering in front. Evergreens with a shot. The defenseman clears it out. Still in front. Score for the Evergreens. Story on hold as the Evergreens lead 1-0. You could tell that Rapids was in trouble when the keeper went down. His defenseman bailed him out once. Keeper got up but was just not in position. That's Raul Rosales with the goal for the Evergreens at the 14-minute mark. And the Evergreens will play from in front tonight. You keep that level of pressure on the net from that close of range and something good's going to happen. I'll tell you in just a moment if an assist is going to be awarded here. So there's the star, big in the early stages of a big game. Rosales is the Evergreens' leading scoring threat. He's the guy that they try to set up when they're in attack mode. So the second season back at Witter Field, they have indeed fumigated the press box. You can smell that chemical raid-like smell. So we open up the roll-top window that looks out onto the field, and then thousands of dead bugs fall upon my head. I think we are going to like, in many ways, the new Rapids facility. It's hard when you're a high school team and you're a guest at your own facility. And when Rapids baseball played at Witter Field, that was indeed the case. You have to schedule around the Northwoods League team that's there. And, of course, right here, that field that they built the new baseball field on was just an open field with a baseball diamond. And now it's become probably the nicest baseball complex among the large Wisconsin Valley schools. Rosales again is around the ball, so he's a ball hawk, and it goes over the touchline. Throw in for the Evergreens. No need to panic for Rapids. Down 1-0. You live to fight another day, and there's a huge amount of time left in tonight's match. Just the moment for Rapids that they have to avoid, you can't go down 2-0. 2-0 is the danger spot, no question. In fact, I don't see either of these teams giving up 2-goal leads at all. Something we should talk about here in the midway stage of the first half. The state soccer brackets have come out. Something a little unusual about those two. Now, the Evergreens and the Red Raiders are in separate divisions within the bracket. Rapids is in more of a southern-oriented division, and the Evergreens' opponents are in central Wisconsin and further west. The Evergreens part of the bracket has the better teams. In fact, the Evergreens, who will probably be conference champions, are no better than a 3 seed. The two teams ahead of them, Eau Claire Memorial, and Eau Claire Memorial has to be ahead of the Evergreens. They've got a win over Everest, even though it was the first match of the season. And Hudson, who will finish ahead of Eau Claire Memorial over in the Big Rivers Conference, Hudson's got to be the number 1 seed. So the Evergreens are seeded number 3. Rapids in the other half of the bracket is seeded as number 2. Just again, better teams in the top half of the bracket than in the bottom. I mean, with all of these, sure, there's some strength and some weakness in each one of the sectionals. Yeah, that's a foul on Rapids. Well, I thought it was the Everest player that didn't play that up and down. Evergreens play this small. So I'll give you the playoff matchups, which will start next week. Give them to you in just a moment. Evergreens do get a home game in the first round. So does Wisconsin Rapids. Everest plays this back with a 1-goal lead. And again, the Evergreens have to like where they are, because if we do play to a draw tonight, it still gives Everest the conference championship. No one wants a draw, right? We didn't drive all this way down for a tie. Yeah, the Evergreens will open their state run against Eau Claire North. Eau Claire North is a number 6 seed. The Evergreens will be at home for that, and the Evergreens will be favorites. Wisconsin Rapids, a number 2 seed, gets the number 7, and that's Hortonville, and that'll be a home game for these Red Raiders. Lousy spot for a turnover for Rapids, but they've got 4 defenders back. Evergreens try to advance to the center, a little bit of separation. No, bumped off the ball. That's Lennon True. True taken down over the touchline. We're going to play on through that. Be a throw-in. Soccer Tonight brought to you by Rapid Sheet Metal. Nobody enjoys being without comfort. Time to plan for the months ahead. Get the pros at Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling. Call for a furnace or AC service in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be there to rapidly figure out and take care of whatever's the trouble. And we'll get the comfort working again rapidly. That's Rapid's Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling. Their phone number is 715-301-0256. One more time, 715-301-0256. Or online, Rapids Sheet Metal, all one word, rapidsheetmetal.com. Evergreens play small off the foul shot, deflected out. Boy, that's that high-velocity one that's going to be hard for the keeper to handle. The wall did the goalie a favor there. Evergreens back in their own defensive end. Tried to move that forward, over the touchline. We are overdue for a first break. We'll step out for a moment. The Evergreens leading 1-0. We're in our 18th minute. This is high school soccer coverage on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
And we also thank all of our Zaleski sports sponsors for allowing picture-in-picture coverage. You know the nature of soccer, that there are very few stoppages that would normally be commercial breaks, so you see the action while we pay the bills. Seems like every time Rapids advances the ball over the middle of the field, trouble here, a little too long, and Rapids will park that over the touchline. That's a smart play. Again, trailing 1-0, the turnovers and the mistakes could be a killer. Evergreens will get more substitutions on, so why don't we get our next break? In the 20th minute, 1-0 Evergreens. This is high school soccer from Zaleski Sports.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
We're in the middle stages of the first half. Evergreens in white with a 1-0 lead. This is to the center. Cherie Lohr plays that off to the side. Rosales, the goal scorer, tries to create from the wing. Circles back. Well, marked up. Lost the ball. Evergreens get it back. Shot off the hands and out of play. Corner for the Evergreens. Well, every chance for Dalton Peterson is mission critical. He keeps it a 1-goal game. Evergreens look to play it short. Ball's not ready for play. That start was too fast, and it cost the Evergreens a corner kick. Yeah, in the corner, you've got to wait for the referee to point to you. He didn't. So what was a corner becomes a goal kick. See on that goal kick how the wind kind of knocked that down. Rapids plays against the wind in the first half. A little bit too long for Jacob Geisel. Evergreens tried to get that back, and again, you had Rosales breaking for the net if you could get the ball to him. Couldn't find him. Tell me if this is not true if you're watching at home. The Evergreens, in some cases, appear to be a little faster to the ball. Turned over here. Opportunity for Rapids. Fed. Opportunity to tie. Shot. Not well struck. And hits the side of the net. I thought that was Rapids' most promising opportunity of the entire match so far. It's Aiden Dunn. Going to say that deflected off either the Everest keeper or one of the defensemen. Corner kick coming up for Rapids, their first set piece of the night. Little air under it. It's long and goes all the way to the far side. Boy, if Everest could have possessed that ball, they would have had a 3-on-3 counter-attacking chance. Instead, it's slow to develop. Ezekiel Metzko with a touch for a moment. Rapids wins it back. Rapids looking for the equalizer, played off to the wing. This is a tough angle. Got to try and center this for a teammate there. Everest defender came up, got a foot on it. That's Cal Weniger. Weniger saves his keeper from a tough chance. This will be played as a corner kick. Soft, headed, out. Boy, a better pass there to Rosales, and the Evergreens would have had another counterattacking opportunity. You know, subtly in the last couple of minutes, Rapids has been generating more opportunities for themselves. Maybe a little bit of a momentum change that the Evergreens are looking to try and take back here. Played off to the far side. Chipped forward in traffic. Jacob Geisel unable to control, and the Evergreens are unable to keep it in. No, kept in near the touchline on the far side. It's a long look for us here at the press box. Circling back, sent forward, and no one's there. So the keeper will come out and gather it in. That's Dalton Peterson. Peterson trailing 1-0 had a good save on a hard, pretty close range shot. Only scoring, Raul Rosales in the 14th minute. Ball forward. Geisel again tried to set up Cherie Lohr. Not cleared yet. Now Rapids gets it out of danger. Rapids has 3 players forward if they hurry. Boy, they had room on the near side wing if Rapids could have gotten the ball. Would have advanced that another 15, 20 yards down the pitch and could have generated an opportunity from it. This will be a throw in for the Evergreens. Tonight's soccer coverage is sponsored by Stone Innovations. Get your next countertop, island, or stone wall from Stone Innovations, specializing in the fabrication, design, and installation of a great variety of stone products, residential, commercial, or public structures. Stone Innovations. Start your order online at stoneinnovations.net. One word, stoneinnovations.net. Everest has players on either side. Rosales plays it off to the wing. Rosales in the center. Comes to Cherie Lohr. Back to Rosales, looking for a little room to operate. Didn't get the separation he wants and plays it back to Evan Peak. Little bit of a run, but not able to get past the 2 Rapids defenders. Rapids takes it away. I think the Evergreens have a sub waiting to come in the next time they possess the ball. Wow, called a foul over there on the far side. So not over the touchline. And the Evergreens have it back. Rapids takeaway. 2 on the far side, 1 on the near side, and tried to do a little too much. Caleb Lemru lost the ball there. More promising if he played that off to the wing. But you know what? When you're down at field level, sometimes you just don't see the separation that we do when we're higher up in the press box. I mean, I see the 2 on one side and the 1 on the other. You may not always see that. From the wing, shot deflected by the Everest defender. Handball? No. This whistle is unfriendly to the Red Raiders. Yeah, I've got it right. Offsides from the far side. Thank you. I've got help tonight. Boy, does that make a huge difference. Long ball ahead. Let's see who wins this race. Rapids does. Will that be a corner or a throw-in? That's the one part of the pitch that's hard for us to see. Throw-in. And the Evergreens substitute, but because they're in the attacking part of the field, let's keep it right here for the moment. 28th minute, 1-0 Everest. From the corner. Yeah, we talk about the player spacing and the player separation. When you're up high, you just have a perspective that sometimes you can't see. When you're trying to advance the ball down the field and you're trying to find out not only where your teammates are, but where the defenders are. Another throw in for Everest. Kept in the deep corner. Rapids takes it away. No turnover, and they give it back to the Evergreens. But Rapids takes it back. Well, I think that was a handball not called. I think that bounced up and that hit Cal Weniger. And see if they've got that right. Subs coming on. We will step out. 1-0 DC Everest over Wisconsin Rapids. High school soccer from Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
10 minutes to intermission. That foul called against Everest. Caleb Lemru from the restart. No, that's a high arcing ball from Ben Klingforth. Saved. Again, for Rapids, we've now been trailing by a goal for the better part of 15 minutes. No need to panic. Rapids has still been able to generate opportunities for themselves. And all you need is one for the equalizer. Headed out. Evergreen still haven't cleared this. And give it right back. Wow, Rosales had it for a moment and turned it over in the box, in traffic. Keeper's off his line, slides forward and saves. Yeah, Lorge was not going to let that Rapids player on the far post get any closer. Comes right out, lickety split, beeline for the ball to make sure that that chance was smothered. When these teams met the first time, the first half looked a lot different than the second half. Evergreen substituting, this word from our sponsor on Zaleski Sports.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Store Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week. For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets for years, our Store Innovations customers
Rapids
told us
on
they
the
love our
attack and
countertops.
taken away inside the big box. And the Evergreens give it back. Shot bouncing, skipping along the turf, and Jacob Lorge is sure-handed. We're glad that all of the Rapids and Everest fans are looking in tonight. However you get your Zaleski, get it from our website. Be a VIP for $5. It's the best $5 you'll spend if you're a high school sports fan. Or watch us on YouTube. Heck, see it the next day. I joke with all the players and parents, say, my grandmother who lives in blank, in Spokane or Virginia Beach or wherever, she watches, and that's great. Lots of family members from far away can follow the exploits of their high school athletes. I tell them, show Grandma how to use the cast feature on her phone or her tablet. Put the game right up on your TV. It looks like $1 million. Tough angle there, and it's high. We promised you there'd be no math, so there certainly will be no physics. But for those who don't know, the closer you carry the ball to the end line, the tougher the angle. So on that chance for Rapids, probably a little too close to the out-of-bounds line, and it just made the chance much, much more difficult. In fact, because we're looking at the football field overlay, if you're on the wing, you'll want to put the ball on net probably before you cross into what is the football end zone. Once you get over that goal line, then the angle and the chance, the amount of the goal mouth that is open to you shrinks and gets smaller and smaller. So the advantage shifts to the keeper the longer you carry the ball there, which is why closer to the end line, you want to know where your teammates are. Do you have someone trailing you? Do you have someone coming down the center of the field? You look to get the ball to them. Long chance ahead. Let's see who wins the race to this. It's the Everest defender. They arrive with a lot of contact, and we play on through that. Now, I thought the Rapids player initiated the contact, but the Everest defender won the ball back there, so no whistle. But if you turn the ball over in that part of the field, I don't think you can arrive and charge in with your shoulder down like that. Late stages, first half. We're in our 35th minute. Evergreens have 4-on-4 pushing back the other way. From the wing, marked tightly. I remember this, too, about the first time these teams met. Now, later in the match, with the Evergreens defending a 2-1 lead, what was a clean and well-played match got very chippy in the last, 5 minutes? And I get it. You're trying to take every edge that you can when you're down a goal and they're trying to make up the difference. But a match when these teams met the first time that had very, very few whistles suddenly had a lot before we got to full time. And the Evergreens turn it over. See if Rapids can create. Sean Rosinitz had it for a moment. Long ball ahead. While Rapids had two players short and the ball was too long for them. Trying to hold those players in position. Evergreens on the side. Good job turning on that ball. Ahead to Landon Schneck. Can Evergreen still possess? Anything from the wing? No. Over the touchline. Late first half, Everest Rapids, brought to you by Carrie Van Eert. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and like a good neighbor, Carrie Van Eert State Farm is there for you in Wisconsin Rapids. Evergreen's throw in. Rapids takes this away. Get a free quote from Kerry Van Oort State Farm. Auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, short-term income protection, long-term income protection, and banking products. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and like a good neighbor, Kerry Van Oort State Farm is there for you in Wisconsin Rapids. Go to Facebook to get started. From close range, the reflexes of Jacob Lorge. Jacob may have been more lucky than good on that chance. I mean, that ball was struck just feet in front of him, and he winds up getting both hands cradling that ball. I'll tell you this, I don't think this game ends 1-0. There are more goals to be scored tonight. Question is, will it be a Rapids goal and then game on for the rest of the match? Or will the Evergreens get themselves a little comfortable at 2-0? Rosales, who is the goal scorer, trying to get that ahead. Rosales stays with it and circles back. "90 seconds until intermission. Rapids takes it away. No need to push. There's time to move this up the field. Offside. Offside. Flag went up right away. And that's the sophomore, Aiden Armagost. He's the player offside there. And a yellow card for saying something about it. That's Zifi Alou, I believe, who's coming off on the yellow card. The Rapids' red numbers against the black kits, a little difficult to see. Yeah, Alou was fine. It was his teammate trailing. Sophomore mistake. Again, when it's such a promising chance and you're trailing the play by 10 or 15 yards, you let up and let the player in front of you try and create. Just a situational awareness thing. 39th minute of our 40-minute first half. So halftime awaits, coming up soon. Ball's too far out ahead and scooped up by Dalton Peterson. High punt out from the keeper. And 30 seconds until our first half is complete. Yeah, we've played scoreless soccer, for 25, 26 minutes now. The only goal, Raul Rosales at the 14-minute mark. It's the 1-0 lead that Everest holds right now. Time for a quick look if they hurry. And the Rapids defender gets a foot on that, which will bring us to halftime.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, it's a match that's going to be decided in the second half. DC Everest 1, Wisconsin Rapids 0 at halftime on Zaleski Sports.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Trading Post in Wisconsin Rapids is Central Wisconsin's premier antique mall, consignment, and sports shop. We're the store with more. More selection, more items changing daily, more chances to find something unique.
Trading Post in Wisconsin Rapids, the store you can get lost in and enjoy it.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Welcome to Key Savings Bank. Why so serious? It's my game face. Happens every football season. I know with your great lineup of financial services, you can give me the competitive advantage, right? Right. Up the middle with straight ahead checking. Over the top with a low interest mortgage loan. Sweep to the left with a high yield CD. Then drive home with an auto loan flea flicker. Wow, what a game plan. And a championship staff to go with it. No, look out for this. Water cooler. Key Savings Bank, where you'll feel right at home. I'll get the mop.
Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook. Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hi, this is Blake from Mobile Link. I can tint your car, truck, or SUV. I even tint windshields with a film you can't see, but will reduce heat and glare by 43%. We've all seen those do-it-yourself tint jobs that turn purple and start bubbling all over. Not my work. Everything gets tinted by me and inspected before it rolls out the door, including a lifetime warranty. Call Blake at Mobile Link to schedule your appointment today. 715-424-5432.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Welcome back to Lincoln High School in Wisconsin Rapids. I'm Chris Conley. Teams will be back out onto the pitch in just a moment with the Evergreens leading 1-0. We'll recap our first half scoring. The Evergreens goal coming at the 14-minute mark. Raul Rosales scored. The Rapids keeper had to make a save down low and had trouble getting back to his feet. One of his defensemen cleared out a rebound shot but didn't clear it out all the way, and that's when Rosales got a second chance at the net and didn't miss. In the later stages of the first half, I thought Rapids was able to generate two good scoring opportunities. One was a save from very close range by the Everest goalkeeper, Jacob Lorge. And the other was going to be a one-on-one breakaway where the trailing Rapids player, offside. And that happened late in the first half. So the Evergreens will try and make their 1-0 lead stand up. When these teams met earlier, it was Rapids up 1-0. And the game tilted the other way with 2 goals for the Evergreens in the second half. The second half of tonight's soccer match, DC Everest and Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln, after these messages from Zaleski Sports.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
First things first with Midstate Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Midstate Technical College.
Back to work, boys, as the second half's about to get underway. Everest in white already out on the pitch. Rapids goes all the way into what is the ice arena. There are locker room facilities there. And they come out. I know I'm looking forward to some of the high school football games that are coming up. This Friday is the last regular season games. Boy, doesn't it seem like we've just sped along to week 9. My game's going to be a good one. DC Everest versus Wausau West. And what's always nice about the environment there is the schools are so close to each other. I mean, it could be a home game either way. Tom Field is the home of the Warriors, so they'll be packing them in. West has only 1 loss this year. But, Wausau West didn't play very well against a not-so-good Hortonville team. They were 7-0 winners. And the Evergreens had their bye-week game. They tried to schedule an out-of-conference opponent, Milwaukee Science Academy, who canceled on them. So the Evergreens go into the West football game Friday on a bye, extra practice. I wonder if Jason Zaleski is putting together a final Everest Hard Knocks for our halftime show. Those have been fun features to watch. And when we don't have Hard Knocks, Edgar coach Jerry Sims tells us how to win state championships. He's been our halftime guest a couple of times this year. All right, back to the other football. See if the Evergreens with this 1-0 lead stay on the engine. When Rapids was leading 1-0 during the first meeting, they tried to play defensive soccer. Tried to pack things in, tried to last out the final 40 minutes, and the strategy didn't work. Everest moves into the wind, and Rapids has the wind at their back. for the second half of play. Again, even though the wind's been blowing for much of the night, I don't think the weather's played a factor in tonight's match at all. It's been comfortable. Again, I'm not sure how much I would want to play in 40 or 30 degree weather, and that's not the case tonight. The smartest about the weather that I've ever heard is the weather's fine when you're winning. You know, it could be sleeting and 35 degrees, and if you're up 1-0, no problem. It's a beautiful day for soccer. Now, players kind of got tangled up there at midfield. Play on through that. Again, what I want to see, well, that should have been a foul there on Everest, too. Lennon True was leveraging with his left arm against the shoulder of that Rapids player. Play on through that. You know, when a team goes down, can they still generate scoring opportunities? Can they still do the work? And Rapids absolutely has. This ball is ahead, but turned over. And nothing comes of it. Jordan Segalowski, sophomore, got that ball out over the touchline. He was the last line of defense for Rapids. Thrown ahead there. Zifi Alou was battling for that. Throw in for Rapids. 2 minutes into the second half. 1-0. Not a lot of corners in this match. Thank goodness, no injury stoppages. So we've been moving right along. Rapids still possesses, no whistle on what, again, I thought was a lowering the shoulder kind of foul against that Everest defender. Play through that. And then a foul called on the Rapids player. Right, Rapids would not have wanted the whistle while they still possessed the ball. And then after losing control of it, the whistle sounds on that second foul. Rapids plays small from the wing. Tough angle, centering into traffic. Again centering. Whistle, was that over the touchline? It was. So a goal kick for the Evergreens. Again, I think at that stage of the field, with the ball in that position, Everest defense needs to be tighter. Played off to the side. Soccer tonight is brought to you by Whitetail Properties. Looking for a hunting or recreational property? Call Brian Resch, Whitetail Properties, 715-213-4468. Cleared out of danger by the Evergreens. 715-213-4468 for Whitetail Properties. Counter-attacking chance for the Evergreens. They have numbers, 4-on-3. Shuttled ahead, race to the ball. Keeper off his line, smothers it. That's the senior instincts of Dalton Peterson. Knew to come up and play that ball instead of playing back where it was just a 50-50 race between his player and the Everest player. Boy, to be a really good goalkeeper, there's just a part instincts to playing the position. Everest has 4 back and takes the ball away anyhow. And then centering to no one. Caleb Lemieux, and now in the center. Sean Ronius plays that off to the wing. Offside? Yeah, flag went up. I wonder what Rapids thinks of their season. Obviously, they've had a lot of success. Rapids has 16 wins. But if the same team puts losses on you twice, Play ball. This is a nice ball into the box and an even better defensive play to snuff it out. Corner kick for Rapids from the near side. A lot of air under this and too long to the far side post and out of play. You know, I think the only situation, we've not had a lot of corners in tonight's match, but the wind sure blows those high balls around. I mean, that one there, you're trying to put in, a soft touch to play it towards the far side post, and that ball's 10 yards beyond where you wanted it to be. Room for Aiden Schultz for the Evergreens along the near side. Schultz splits defenders, gets to the middle of the field. Wow, it's Rapids that played him a little bit soft, and he tried to chip that off to Rosales on the side. This ball is going to be long on the counter-attacking chance. Rapids gets a throw in. So they flipped the field here. Chipped towards the goal, and coming up is Jacob Lorge. Sure-handed save. 46th minute, which means we have played 30 minutes of soccer since the one goal that was scored tonight. For the high school game, this is an extended period where neither team's been able to find the back of the net. And this is something that a lot of people don't understand about soccer. I mean, I did a girls' soccer game years ago. It was an Everest Rapids game, 0-0 tie. As exciting and as many chances as you could imagine. And, in fact, those two teams were first and second in the league that year. In fact, I believe Rapids was first and Everest was second. So people who don't know the sport say 0-0, nothing happened. I said, no, a lot of things happened. And tell me in this game, here we are. There's going to be a low-scoring match tonight. It's 1-0. This has been very competitive back-and-forth soccer. Both teams have generated chances. In fact, I think Rapids has generated more scoring opportunities for themselves than Everest has since Everest has gone up 1-0. So, I mean, this is high-level high school soccer, and it's entertaining. That if you give the sport a chance, and there are still a lot of American sports fans that just don't know their soccer. Like we send our American football over to London, I think some of the Brits wonder what we're doing. What's that huddle thing that we do in between plays there? And yet some of us are slow to appreciating this. That's a ball ahead, chance on the wing, shot. Well, probably could have gathered that in instead of a rushed shot that sails high over the crossbar. And with everything, you develop an appreciation for a sport by having someone who's patient enough to explain it to you. My oldest son is a soccer nut. Played at Walsall West before he was injured. Headed in traffic, over the crossbar. Another chance for Rapids. You know what? The scoring opportunities have really tilted in Rapids' way. You wonder if sooner or later the equalizer comes. Corner kick from the far side here. And I know that a lot of my appreciation for soccer has come along later in my life from my son explaining it to me. Low corner chance, up, not cleared. Rapids still has it. Edge of the big box, shot in traffic. I thought the goalie was screened there. One of the defensemen got a foot on that, and that's a save for the Evergreens. I don't think Lorge, from how late he was moving to his right, I don't think he saw that. Counter-attack for Evergreens, Evan Peak in the center. Marked up, decides to play it back. Evergreens are over on the wing, Lennon True. Bad pass taken away. Evergreens still have it. Tyler Gortz comes up. Did he keep that in play? No, he didn't. A little late on the whistle. Rapids player is down. And while we have this stoppage, we will step out. Still 1-0 Evergreens. We're early second half on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
We're in a brief injury stoppage here. The athletic trainer coming out to help Caleb Lemieux, senior, who's been active tonight, called his name a couple of times. Coming off the pitch, Rapids will throw in when we restart.
4-4, 9-5-3.
Evergreens take it away. This is Lennon True centering. Trying to fill in quickly there was Lucas Reichert. Evergreens still have it. To the wing, that was too hot.
The next ticket.
Throw in for Rapids.
4-4, 9-6-6.
Play on through that as I thought Rosales kind of pushed his way through to that ball. No whistle. Out and over the touchline. Evergreens get it back. Soccer tonight is brought to you by Solaris. With so much of our lives riding on the internet, choosing a provider you know and trust is more important than ever. Solaris has a fiber network. It's the fastest technology available, more reliable than cable, internet, and an equal upload and download speed. Solaris has been keeping Central Wisconsin connected for 125 years with the speed you need. Stop in online, solaris.net, to learn more. Rosales, who's the goal scorer, fights through the defenders, trying to get that to close range, had a teammate nearby. That's Gortz. Played back, separation now for Schultz. Cross the mouth of the goal and wide of the far post.
The last t-shirt,
51st minute.
8-8-8.
Long ways to go tonight. Goal kick on the restart. Soccer brought to you by Purple Mountain Solutions, your business's go-to for public and private warehousing and product delivery. Whatever it is you're shipping, you can depend on Purple Mountain Solutions to get it there safely and efficiently. Rapids looking for the equalizer, played off to the wing. Everest gets their defenders back. Not a lot of room to operate when, that's push, that's out over the touchline. Throw in or foul? Foul. It's against that Rapids player. Kind of shoved the Everest player off the ball. That's the right call there. Whistle here, and that whistle sounds against the Evergreens. With the wind, you can put this into the big box easily from there. You bet. In fact, wide of the near side post. Wind aided for sure. We're also sponsored tonight by Two Doors Down Brewing. Bee's Tap House in downtown Wisconsin Rapids has a great atmosphere, plenty of TVs and pizzas for you. Come down and enjoy all that Bee's Tap House has to offer. Bad goal kick, turned over. Can Rapids capitalize on an Everest mistake? It's wide. Sean Ronius, sophomore, put that wide. He's easy to spot with the neon green cleats. Corner kick coming up here from the near side. Lot of air, wind aided. Goalie got a hand on it, was out of position for a moment, and then cleared away. Rapids with another corner from the other side. Bending away from the goal in traffic. Goalkeeper handles it. And now picked up by Jacob Lorge. Here's Rosales at midfield, plays it back. Trying for a long run down the far side, Evan Peak. Couldn't get there cleanly. Evergreen still keep this alive. This is Gortz. Rapids fights for the ball and the crowd responds. Long ball ahead, too long. Rapids has done all the right things since going down 1-0. Worked hard, had some chances, hasn't cashed any of them in yet. Lennon True on the far side with a run for the Evergreens. That's Rosales in the center if he can find him. Little arc on it. Inside the box, chance, and hits the post and goes in. 2-0 Evergreens. There are lots of sports that are games of inches. That's a goal of inches for sure. Aiden Schultz is the goal scorer. At the 56th minute. Giving an assist to Lucas Reichert. And you know what? It's kind of a heartbreaking moment for Wisconsin Rapids. You think of all the chances that they had that they were unable to score on.
Number 3, Aiden Schultz.
And there's Schultz off the near side post and in. And you know, in soccer, a lot of times when you hit a post, upright or crossbar, it doesn't go in. That time it did. So maybe the conference championship securing goal for the Evergreens in the 56th minute. Rapids has to score quickly and then give themselves enough time to try and get themselves the equalizer. Soccer is brought to you by Spectrum Benefit Solutions, offices throughout central Wisconsin. Your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Everest with another look. Too tall.
All right, your red ticket for the first ball, 6-7-4-4. 928. The second one, 6-7-4-4, 956.
Again, I'm looking now. Is Rapids still putting out the same effort? Is Rapids still going to try and push forward here? Because sometimes in these tight matches, when you go down 2-0, it feels like the air comes out of the balloon. That's a trip and a foul on the Everest player. Giovanni Alonso fouled. Lofting, Rapids has two players there. And Everest now, look at them, 1, 2, 3, 4. Everest packs back their defense, the luxury you have when it's a 2-goal instead of a 1-goal lead. So the Evergreens change their alignment at this stage of the match. 22 minutes of soccer left to play. Played short, play on through that, even though the Rapids player is upended. Kept in play along the far touchline. And now a throw-in. Wow, out off the Rapids player. Evergreen's throw-in. About 20 minutes from now, we're on the field with post-game interviews. Everest coach Josh Roloff will be easy to spot. He'll be the guy with the big ear-to-ear smile. Players tangle up there. No whistle. It's going to be an Evergreens throw-in. We thank our Game Days soccer sponsors, Zach's Technology, Rapid Sheet Metal, Sparhawk Trucking, Trading Post, and Scott Krug Realty. Thank you for being a part of our Zaleski Sports broadcast. Couldn't do it without you. Ball rolls harmlessly over the end line. Goal kick. No, beg your pardon. A corner for Rapids. Their third corner of the second half. Got to make something happen in one of these situations. Again, curving away from the net and headed out. 2 on 3 as the Evergreens push forward. Throw in for Everest. Team substituting. Evergreens now have a 2-0 lead, and we'll be back after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Welcome back, and it just gets harder for Rapids to create some space in their offensive end. Way off his line, and smothering that is Jacob Lorge. Evergreens are keeping an extra defensive player back. The luxury of being up 2-0. That second goal coming at the 56th minute. Aiden Schultz hits the post and gets a friendly bounce into the net. This is a nice ball ahead, trying to split defenders. Shot. Got a man in front, and just off the back foot of Rosales in front. And a save from Dalton Peterson. So the Evergreens almost delivered the knockout blow tonight. Evergreens will put this over the touchline. Be able to get more of their defensive players back in position. Another corner here for Rapids. But you know what? Look closely at the Red Raiders players on the pitch. For some of them, suddenly the body language is not all that good. A couple of players head down. Again, there's up and a denying chance from Jacob Lorge. The far side, that's over the touchline. I don't know, I didn't like the Everest player bumping there. Thought maybe that was a foul. And it is. Yeah, that was called the way I saw it. No wall. The Evergreens will pack in the extra defenders. Just one player up front to defend. Line drive into the box, into a lot of traffic. And over on that near side, there's nobody. Just like that, Colin Belton flips the field. This is Rosales for the Evergreens. Rosales has speed. He's a scoring threat. He already has a goal tonight, but Rosales plays good defensive soccer too. Played this over to Cal Weniger. Evergreens leading 2-0, and Rapids has 16 minutes to do something about it. Tough angle, challenged and losing the ball. Cherry Lohr. Lohr's hurt. Going to get up on his own. Rosales leaves this over. Giovanni Alonso shot, save. Laying out and stopping it, Dalton Peterson. I think Alonso wishes that he hit that with more authority. Not well struck. Our Zaleski Sports coverage is sponsored by Zach's Technology in downtown Wisconsin Rapids, your go-to for residential and commercial computer repair, custom-built desktops, off-site backup, and mobile repair. That's Zach's Technology. Boy, wind kind of knocked that down. I think ball accidentally found head. Alonso in the center. Nice pass. Shot. Save! Good save to keep Rapids' chances alive. Cherry Lohr put it on. Dalton Peterson with the save that keeps us at 2-0. Rapids has numbers. To the edge of the box, pass a little slow getting there, and on the far side post, a save from Jacob Lorge. You know, statistically, it's the other keeper, Peterson, down at the other end of the field, who's had a better season, just a better total body of work. But Lorge has been frustrating the Red Raiders for the entire match. Alonso tried to slide that ahead in traffic. Rapids takes it back. 66th minute. That goes all the way over the touchline, and it'll be a goal kick. Each minute brings the Evergreens closer to a happy bus ride home. They'll be on the Lamers bus for, about an hour getting back to campus. If you talk to high school kids about some of their best memories of athletics, it's the ride home after winning a championship. You know, those moments as a team in the locker room, well, there's not going to be a locker room for tonight. It's going to be a happy bus ride home. Something that I hope the Everest seniors get to savor. And, you know, if you're a soccer player, you'll play on all different kinds of teams. Maybe you'll play for a club team that's not all that good. Maybe your high school team will be good. Maybe you'll be in a summer league and they'll be good to mediocre. You cherish the championships. And the Evergreens look like they will finish alone atop the table in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. And Rapids, boy, I mean, nothing to hang your head about the season that the Red Raiders have had. Unless they've got a surprise comeback, they'll be 16-2-1. That's a lot of winning soccer, too. And both of these teams sure look like they are set up for first-round wins when the state tournament begins. As we said earlier in the first half, Rapids will host Hortonville. The Evergreens will host Eau Claire North. I guess the challenge for Everest is if they win through, their second round game would be on the road a Saturday, a week from this Saturday, against Eau Claire Memorial, the only team that's beaten them. The Evergreens are on a 15-game winning streak since then. And something that was funny after that loss to Eau Claire Memorial, we did that game. It was our first ever Zaleski Sports Everest broadcast. And one of the things that we said, because Everest after that was going off to a weekend triangular hosted by Appleton North. And Appleton North brought in a couple of other state-ranked teams. Neenah was a top 10 team, and Green Bay Preble was a top 10 team, and the Evergreens drew both of them over at that Appleton North tournament, and the Evergreens beat them both. And, after the Eau Claire Memorial broadcast, again, it was only one match into the season, so what do we know about who's who and which team is going to be good? And I was saying, the Evergreens, I think, are going to be fine, but they may be absorbing some more losses this weekend. And they went over there and came back home with 2 wins. So maybe if Everest has to play a rematch against Eau Claire Memorial, the only team to beat them this year, maybe what makes that match interesting is maybe the Evergreens are a little bit different and a little bit better than the first match, first week of the season. They have played a lot of winning soccer since then. The Rapids player fought through what I thought was a foul, so no whistle because Rapids still possesses the ball. On the wing, Aiden Dunn lost it in traffic. Again, Rapids need something to happen now. Dunn gets it back. Tough angle, tries to center, and the Everest defender blocked it. Dunn fights for the chance, still alive. Shot, up goes Lorge for a save. Dunn well struck. Rising ball off the right foot. And Lorge elevates to make the save. Counting down the final 10 minutes of tonight's match. Rosales in the center. Knows that he doesn't have to force the issue, so pushes it back to Giovanni Alonso. Rosales again. Ball to the corner. Goalkeeper comes out and wins the race to it. Landon Gray was the player in pursuit. Gray's a freshman. To be a freshman and to be on the pitch on this very good Everest team, got to have some quality. Evergreens to throw in. Yeah, the Evergreens are possessing the ball when Rapids has to be trying to make some chances for themselves. Players collide, that's a trip, and that'll be a foul on Rapids. As we are about to enter the 72nd minute. 3-man wall. Into the wind. So the Evergreens play this low line drive. There's traffic, and now it's off to the near side post. Nothing there. Off the Rapids player, and a throw in for the Evergreens just at the edge of the attacking third. It's got to be a foul on the Everest player there. Looked like Tyler Gortz, wrestled his opponent down to the turf. It's a point in the match now, late enough that the seconds are precious. And Rapids needs to be possessing the ball more at this stage. Little room here along the near side. Will Weedman, sophomore. Played to the center. All the way back to midfield. Rosales takes it away. 3-on-3 chance for the Evergreens. This ball's a little bit too long, and the Rapids defender is closer, puts it out of play. Subs coming in, we step out. 2-0, and it's late in the second half. This is high school soccer on Zaleski Sports.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
Aiden Dunn trying to create for Rapids. But the ball's out of danger. And Rosales, who's played like a star tonight, has it back for the Evergreens. This win tonight, the Evergreens will have beaten all comers in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Won all 6 of their conference matches for part of the regular season. Then we went into pool play, where the Evergreens will have wins over Wausau East, Stevens Point, and tonight Wisconsin Rapids. And what's really nice, too, is that this sets up the Evergreens for their playoff run. The match before this last Thursday, a 2-1 win over Spash. Bouncing ball off the post and over the crossbar. It's been that kind of night for Rapids. Yeah, the last time the Evergreens played a 2-1 win over Spash, kind of a ho-hum match. Rapids' best chance to get past 0. As the Evergreens substitute, this break on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
I understand that we'll be able to bring you the rest of tonight's match without commercial interruption. Thank you to all of our sponsors. A run from Metzko for the Evergreens. Edge of the box, tries to get this centered. Metzko gets it back. A little bit soft there. Stops and surveys and plays this back. Metzko again on the wing. Shot wide of the near side, far side post. Stays in play over in the far corner. Centering pass. Metzko again. Wow, hard to miss by that much. This is going to be a foot race, but the Evergreens defender has better position. This will be a corner kick from the near side. 77th minute of an 80-minute match. Rosales and Schultz, the goal scorers for the Evergreens, one in the first half, one in the second. It was Aiden Dunn who tried to turn on that. It's out of play. Long ball ahead. Tyler Gortz plays this short, but a tough angle. Good defensive play. Landon Freeman coming up. Evergreen still possessed. Shot save! Azika Metzko, freshman. Metzko and Gray, freshmen, will be back for years to come for the Evergreens. Everest has an interesting mix of seniors and underclassmen. You'll need a new goalkeeper and you'll need a new leading scorer next year, but the Evergreens next season will put together a team with a lot of varsity experience. Rapids, too. Rapids is not a senior-based team either. So these two teams may find themselves 1 and 2, and who knows if they flip-flop or Rapids gets on top of Everest in the future. But these two teams have a lot of players coming back. But this season belongs to the Evergreens. They will finish perfect in conference and will secure first place all to themselves. Wisconsin Rapids in second place, by the way, is head and shoulders above the other teams in the conference. Spash finishes in third this year, and Spash is below 500 overall. Marshfield is also below 500. They finish in fourth. So the Evergreens will have won 16 matches in a row. 16 1-0. Rapids will suffer just their second loss in both of the defeats to these DC Everest Evergreens. Rapids will be 16 wins, 2 losses, and a tie. Good luck to both of these teams in the playoffs. Rapids hosting Hortonville, Evergreens hosting Eau Claire North. As the final seconds wind down, congratulations to the DC Everest Evergreens. They'll defeat the Red Raiders tonight 2-0. A recap scoring. At the 14-minute mark, Raul Rosales gave the Evergreens a 1-0 lead. No more scoring until the 56th minute when Aiden Schultz hit the near side post and got it to bounce in, giving the Evergreens a 2-0 lead. That concludes our play-by-play coverage tonight on Zaleski Sports. I'm Chris Conley. Thank you for joining us. Down to the field we go for post-game coverage brought to you by Heartland Farms, a fifth-generation potato and vegetable farm producing many varieties of chipping potatoes, farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing, the cream of the crop in the potato farming business. Learn more at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. The Evergreens on the field will celebrate their conference championship, and we'll go down to join them next. Our final score, 2-0, DC Everest over Wisconsin Rapids. Thank you for being with us on Zaleski Sports.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Chris Conley on the field for Zaleski Sports as the Evergreens celebrate a conference championship with a 2-0 win on the road against Wisconsin Rapids. Coach Josh Roloff, tell me about what the conference championship means to the program.
It means so much. We're so happy right now. I think, these guys work so hard, especially guys like Raul, these seniors. It's been 4 years of hard work and dedication to the program, and they do things the right way, and I couldn't be more proud of them.
One of the takeaways for me is that one match doesn't tell the story of the season. I did the very first game. It was a tough night of soccer against a good Eau Claire Memorial team. You're probably going to see them again 2 games down the road. And then you go on the road, come back with ranked wins. All of that's great. Coach, let me have you for just one more moment, because in this match, when you went up 1-0, Rapids created a lot of chances to get the equalizer in the first half, and the team didn't break.
No, and that's, again, it's what this team's all about. They're such a tight-knit group. Their resilience is just it's what's gotten them this far. And like I said, I'm just so proud of the hard work that they put together, and it's awesome.
And at least it's not a cold night. Congratulations,
cold
Coach.
night.
Thanks for coming over. Well, congratulations on what's been a really nice season. Tell me about the goal, because it looked like the keeper had a little trouble getting up and a lot of the net was open from close range.
Yeah, so when I first missed it, I was like, oh man, I can't, I have to score this. So then I just shot it one more time and then it went in. I was so happy about it. So.
Tell me about being a senior and being able to go out as conference champions. This has been a really nice team to be a part of.
Yeah, it's crazy because this is all we've been working for the past 4 years, and we have a really, really good team this year, and I'm just so happy, proud of this team.
With the long winning streak, does the team feel any pressure? Because it looks like the guys are just relaxed and playing and sometimes you play your best soccer when you let the game come to you.
I feel like that was a big part of it going into this game. We did not want to lose our winning streak, so we were like, we got to win this game. We got to win this game.
Congratulations on the win and the conference championship. Best of luck in postseason. This team's not done yet.
Nope, we're going to keep going. We're going to get as far as we can.
Hang on just a moment. I want you to say your name and then say, I'm in the house, because you put in the highlight house for video.
I'm Rosales. I'm in the house.
Thanks a lot. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Enjoy the bus ride back.